Mark Casse joins us to talk about his horses in weekend stakes. Mark, let's start with the Transylvania, Kentucky Utilities Transylvania on opening day. You've got Coinage and Credibility. First, just for the two of them, there is some rain in central Kentucky this week. If the turf is less than firm, does that impact either one of their chances?
I don't know if it does. I mean, we plan on running, but it's definitely a concern. It's a concern. Both horses have ran mostly on firm turf, so the weather's definitely a concern.
Let's talk about Coinage first, and how has he come out of the race into Palm Beach? What did you like about that effort?
I like that he rated. It was Lewis rode him, and he was able to get him to rate a little bit and finish strong. I thought it was a good move forward for him. As a 2-year-old, he wasn't able to do that. So I thought it was a good positive race. Credibility, he had some issues. Kind of had nowhere to go for a while, but then came running late. Obviously, I think Credibility has run at Keeneland. Coinage has not.
Tell me about the race for Credibility there in January, the win, and what you saw in terms of any maturity or development from the 2-year-old year to that race.
Well, I was happy. The race ended up coming off the grass, ran on the synthetic, ran well. He's a big old tall horse that seems to be getting better. And like I said, he's run once at Keeneland and ran well. So I think both horses have a good chance.
Let's go to the horses in the Toyota Bluegrass. Volcanic we'll start with. And tell me what you saw in his last effort down at Tampa.
I was really happy with Volcanic. It was his first race around 2 turns, was hung wide on both turns, and kind of kept running. And I think he should improve from that. He's a horse that I've been high on from the beginning, and it was nice for him to get. He won impressively, beat Todd's horse that was second in the Florida Derby that day when he broke his maiden. Came back, ran well. He ran 2 really hard races, so I want to give him a little break, and that's why we chose the Bluegrass. We like the timing of the Bluegrass.
You said you were high on him early. What was it that you saw early in Volcanic that caught your eye?
He's a beautiful horse. You'll have a tough time finding a better looking horse than Volcanic, and just trained really well. And Tom, they show you a lot of times that they're a little better than the rest, and I always put him right up there at the top.
Tell me about Golden Glider and how he's coming up to his race in the Toyota Bluegrass.
So Golden Glider's doing well. He would be a little different than Volcanic in that I thought he trained well early. I thought he was just a horse. I was extremely impressed with the first start when he won at Woodbine. Then he came back, won a race at Tampa. And his third start, I think, was the Sam Davis. He was pretty green in the Sam Davis. He was much more professional in the Tampa Bay Derby. Got a little unlucky. He kind of got held up a couple times, and it definitely cost him second. The winner was the best in the race, but we're looking. I think the 1 1/8 will really help Golden Glider.
Let me ask you about one other one in the Shakertown, Philo di Ariana. That's correct. And to win last summer,
as good as mine. I don't know how to pronounce. I just call him Philo. So
to win like he did off such a long break last summer, what does that say about this one's talent, and how is this one coming up to this race?
He's a superstar. I was very impressed with his win last year off a 2-year layoff. Unfortunately, he had another setback, but he's training extremely well. This is a tough race. So he's going to have to be. We're asking a lot of him, but this is a very special horse.